Wow, guys, my global Smash power is 4.2 million. Wish I knew where I was actually ranked. Wouldn't it be fun if you could actually know your rank and actually rank up in this? Wouldn't that be fun? Of course not. That's why they didn't do it. You silly. You guys are so silly. I can't believe you guys thought that. I'm above at least 4 million people. Woo! Woo! It just, I don't know. I know I've talked about this in the past, but and like I kind of like meme about it at this point, or like I'm sarcastic about it. But honestly, the no regular leaderboards is frustrating. Like at least when it comes to Elite Smash and stuff, like whatever. Like they don't want to do it, whatever. Like I still don't think it's a big deal, but for them it is, so fine. But to not have it in modes like this is insane to me. This is where it'd be so much fun to try to beat other people's scores. It's just, I don't know. It's just a shame. If they had regular online leaderboard stuff, when it comes to Ultimate's solo player modes, I would have tried harder in them. Like, even the classic mode, it would have been fun to try to like keep creeping up, like higher up in the score, or with my score and like on the leaderboard. But it's just very strange. I don't really know of anything else that like keeps your score and has a leaderboard but doesn't have an official one, like a normal. Is there any other game you guys can think of that does that? Where it's like there's a leaderboard, but you don't actually know where you're ranked. Like, it's weird saying that out loud, because it really does make no sense. Like, does Smash have a leaderboard? Yeah. Like, oh, where are you ranked? I don't know. Like, isn't that like weird to say? Imagine like saying that to somebody. Like, yeah, I was thinking of getting Smash Ultimate. Is there a way to like, is there any type of leaderboard? Like, yeah, there is. Oh, that's so cool. Where are you ranked? Oh, I don't know. Like, oh, have you done any of the leaderboard stuff? Like, yeah. So like, what are you ranked? Like, I don't, you just like say that like 15 million. Like, wow, you must be pretty bad. Like 15 million. Like, no, it's backwards. So you don't really know where you're ranked, but you know how many people you're above. Like, oh, so it essentially doesn't have one. Like, you could pretty much say that Smash does not have a leaderboard. I feel like that's honestly more accurate than saying that it has one. You could think of another game, Smash 4. That's actually kind of funny. That was the one thing I didn't want to come back. I remember watching the direct and stuff for Ultimate, and I was hoping he wouldn't say GSP. I'm not even kidding. That was legit one of my things. I don't know. The whole thing's been strange to me too, because like I never noticed I mean, I guess, I wasn't sitting there interviewing people, but like I've never really heard of a case of like this leaderboard made someone feel really bad. Like, we really need to make sure we get rid of those. Because I mean, I don't know how many people tried home run contest. So like I don't know if this is a good score. Like, I have no idea. Like, that's where it's just a shame. I would have honestly like really wanted to grind this out. Like, I mean, I'm going to do a few more attempts, but like, it's just really a shame that there's no way for me to, I mean, yes, I could like look online, see like where like, some of the records have been set, but I guess I'm just saying that like, if there was a regular leaderboard, it'd be cool. Like, ooh, maybe I could crap like top 1,000. Did I say crap? Maybe I could crack top 1,000 or something. That would just be fun. It's not even about like, oh, I need to be number one. It literally just like, I don't know. I've literally always found leaderboards fun. Like, even in the NES World Championship game, like I some of them I think I did technically get number one, but it was like tied with like a bunch of people. But like just getting in the top hundreds, like 200 or whatever, like it's just fun. Like, it's fun to see like, oh, cool. Like I achieved that. So it's just a shame that like, they did it with Smash 4 and it was like, okay, like they did it with Smash 4, like hopefully Ultimate they change it. And I don't know. It's not the end of the world. See, that's the thing. Dude, I feel like Nintendo is very good at doing like, well, it's not the end of the world. Like, they do things where it's like, it's not going to stop you from buying the game. Well, sometimes. But they do a lot of like little weird things where it's like, like I'll still get it, but this is kind of dumb. I feel like they're very good at that. It's just disappointing because like no leaderboard in this would never get me to like not get Smash. Like, I'm always going to get Smash. But it's like they went through the trouble to have a leaderboard. So like, I don't know. Nintendo has always been super innovative and creative in some things, yet at the same time do weird decisions on other things that are pretty much a step back. Yes, dude. And that's what sucks, is that like Nintendo by far, like we may critique Nintendo, but Nintendo is like by far still my favorite. No, there's no other company that's making as many games that I enjoy. Like, I like Gears of War, but like I've only... like the main creator doesn't even make them anymore. Like I don't even know what's happening with that series. Like, will the new one be good? I have no idea. And that's just one game. And I'll probably be able to play it on PC anyway. With Nintendo, there's so many, like the Marios, the Donkey Kongs, the Pikmin, the Kirby, the Yoshi, like there's so many that like it's still without a doubt Nintendo is my favorite. But my goodness, some of the decisions they make, you know, I think it is mainly online features that like end up being the things that end up being at a detriment. Because I'm trying to think of like the things where I go like, oh, of course this is like this. I think it does primarily wrap around online. Because there was a video I was going to make on Star Fox, because I really would like that series to come back. Like kind of a reboot, but not really. Like it just needs a fresh start, which I guess is technically a reboot. But like, I don't want like 64 again, but a game similar to 64. It's like different system, different planets. Like maybe there's a unique gimmick where like you can choose different characters, or maybe choose different R-Wings or whatever. Just something to separate it. But part of what I was talking about when I was making that was that it still is crazy to me that when they advertised Star Fox Zero, so Star Fox Zero already was a game that like they're asking a lot of the consumer, because like Star Fox is not the biggest series. So already your like install base dwindles there. And then they're also asking like use motion controls. So now you're already separating a little more. Then they're also asking you have to look at the gamepad. It's not just motion. So you can't even look at the TV. So there's even more. And then I remember in the direct, they honestly said, yeah, and try to beat your own scores. And they showed like a leaderboard. And it said, try to beat your own scores. And it was just crazy to hear them say that. And like talk about how beating your score is a part of the game without an online leaderboard. Like that still does blow my mind that they literally talked about it. And it was like, you guys don't think this is weird? That there's no... Why in the world would there not be an online leaderboard?